Hi, there I am. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the CR&E Morning Brew. Today is September 7th. Yeah, wow. September 7th already. Wow. All right. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Um, all right. So, who's in here? Let's see who got in here first. Grandpa Rails. Morning, Grandpa Rails. JD. Train Man 1, good morning to you. There's my buddy Jason. Train Freak, good morning. Had a real good conversation with him the other day. I was doing some rearranging of some things. Hey, Derail Daryl, what's up, my man? Busy day today? Sure, you're working. Thomas Moore, what's going on, man? Thomas is messing with a small yellow brass steam locomotive. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Should be a fun little short to watch there. Train Freak, I only want two things in brass, but I don't want to pay for them. Yeah, I know it used to be expensive to get stuff in brass. That was the elite of the elite things to get, I believe, back when. I'm sure it's still pricey. I never really had an interest in brass. Let me know if these locomotives are too loud. I'll be coming around the corner, so they're probably going to be loud now, but we'll see. I might have to turn them down, maybe. Ray Bertelson, good morning. Good to see you in here. Mom and Son's Train Rail fan. Tammy and Ray, good morning. Let's see here. Gonna read through. Lee Anfield in the loft. Good morning. Hi, Dave here. Soldering drop wires for the loft layout. New tracks that will be going down. Oh, all right. That's exciting, though. Good. Hey, John Skokill. Morning. Yeah, no doubt, Jason. Pay attention, it makes a good skin burner. That's true. Sometimes even just holding something that you're soldering, even if you're not touching it directly to you. So a couple times I've gotten a little burnt on that, thinking I wouldn't have been as hot, but live and learn, right? Lee McCurdy, good morning. Morning to you, sir. Good to see you in there. There's my buddy Chris. I'm here. Let the party begin. Yeah. That's yours, man. That's the one you painted for me. I'm not gonna compete with these locomotives. Sorry, guys. I still had to play with volumes and stuff on these. The thumbnail was painting that Chris did for me. Chris, do you have a link still if somebody wanted to look at having something painted? I know you have a lot of prints too that for sale. If you have a link, put it up there, man. I know for a while there, I think he would still honor it. I haven't really talked to him in a while, but get a hold of Chris. He'll give you 10% off. Just use CR&E as a code. I don't know if it's actually a code or if you would just do that, but it was like a 10% off deal I had going on there for a while with Chris. And if you wanted something painted. Does great work, as you can see from the thumbnail. Ray Montague, good morning. Morning to you. Haven't seen you here in a while. Good to have you. Yellow breast. Oh, it's N scale. Oh, man. Good for you. I actually started watching this N scale. I guess Jason said is a club layout in Kansas, in the Kansas area. Phenomenal. You almost wouldn't know it's N scale, but it's just a really good. If I can find it, I'll throw it up there. Audio was good. Thanks. Okay, cool. Thanks, John. So tonight I'll be leading the club meeting. President's out of town playing with big trains. Oh, we'll be getting ready for the show at the zoo. Okay. Well, that's fun. I keep saying I'm going to join it. There's two clubs here around me. One is actually a actual club that actually has a layout. I've been to that one. I thought about joining. I think I've had this conversation before, but it's kind of like the other side of town. The way my county is set up, I'm actually closer to the club in the next county and to the east than I am to the club that's in my county, which is only on the west end of the county. So, not that it's a far drive, but the meetings and stuff are on nights that I just have a hard time getting there on time. It's a whole thing. It's an excuse, but I don't know. Anyways, bring me rail enthusiast. Everything okay? Yeah, everything's good here. How you guys doing over there this afternoon? Hey, there's my buddy Jim. Jim, that was a long test yesterday, man. You had me all discombobulated, buddy. Said short line Thursday, and it's like, man, I just got home. It's work today. It's Wednesday. I know I've been doing some weird days of the week, and it was a holiday week. And man, you had me a mess at first. I was all confused. Not that it takes a lot to confuse me, but I was confused. But you sounded good. That was those new earbuds and everything you had. Everything sounded good to me. I didn't stay in overly long, but sounded like it was a good conversation going on there. You had quite a few people in. Dwayne's Fork and Spoon Railroad. Good morning, Dwayne. What did I just watch of yours lately? They were still working on the new layout. Was it an air show? Something you posted from an air show? I think I saw either on Instagram or a short or something. It was good. Don't quote me on that. But Dwayne's got a lot of good stuff going on. If you guys don't follow, if you don't follow Dwayne, you should be following him. He does good work. You still have the old layout, right? You didn't tear that down, did you? You're just building like a new, totally new layout. If I'm understanding correctly. I don't know if I ever really got that down. $2 of used and broken trains I gave to Ron. I love that guy. I love watching this stuff. He's funny and he's like to the point with it. He actually fixes something or he actually does the work, you know. Sometimes you don't actually get the step by step. But yeah, he's cool, man. He found two brass locomotives. Huh. How about that? Hey, Joe Raider. Good morning, sir. That's check the latest building you were working on, part 3. It looked really good. Nice and that's a long building, man. It'll cost them more to ship it than for you to build it. Yeah, but it was nice work, man. I always like how you do stuff. Automatic, okay. Chris, that's not on YouTube, right? Let me see here. Stand by. I'm going to attempt to find this. I don't know if I have a website or not. All right. Probably should have got with you on this before I did this, but that's okay. Just got to get to the main page. What do I do? Just search you in there? Carel. I don't want to sign up. Get the hell out of here, bastard. Oh, I spell your name right. That might help. Sorry, guys. I know this is so exciting. I don't know if that'll come. There it is. There it is. So, what is the URL? Is this it? Okay. Let's see if this will work. Copy. I'm gonna put a link in there if you one of you guys want to check it out and see if it'll work. All right, and then this is gonna be this. Come on, where's that? All right, we'll try that. All right, sorry guys. I'm trying to put up a link. Chris sent me a link over for his artwork. It's on fineartamerica.com. So if that link works, I don't know. I tried to go in and grab a link for it. And if that's stuff that he's already done, but if you want something custom, I throw his email up there too. You can just get a hold of him that way. So it's nice to have some artwork in the train room, you know. He's done some custom stuff for me. He's done some stuff just to do. Thank you, Jason. As you see, it takes me forever to figure that stuff out on how to find a link and put it up. But this is a cool layout. Anybody that just wants to watch, he just does some operations, very simple, runs trains, and just the way, like even his roads are through the layout. Now it is a club layout, so you gotta keep that in mind. So it's not like it's large, but it's a good watch. It's N scale, but you know, I love trains, so I don't care what scale it is. If it's nice, it's nice. You know, give that a look, man. Train Freak Jason put up a link for it there. Who else? I miss Anthony, Georgia Sunbelt. Good morning. Still up and running, building a new one. Oh, okay. But you're not tearing the old one down. You're just building a brand new one. Everybody else in the world probably knows that. And just dummy Dave don't seem to get that down. Woo! $70 to ship. At least you got both of them buildings in it. Yeah. Oh man. Was that USPS or UPS, or would you ship that with? Hey, Nancy, how the hell you been? Distracting your slumber. Well, you know, it's only 6 o'clock over there, a little bit after. You're in California, yeah. Well, thanks for coming in. Thanks for waking up, hanging out with us, knuckleheads. Anthony, are you going to Timonium? I'm assuming he means in October. I'm assuming that's Georgia Sunbelt he's asking. Okay. John says the link to the website works. Good. So yeah, you could buy prints of his artwork on there. If you see something you like, you know, and if there's something custom you want, like I said, hit him on the email there, carellewis@gmail.com. Carel is his pen name, I guess. I don't know what else to call it. Sounds fancy. Sounds a little French. Frenchy France. Hopefully nothing is broken during the shipping process, Joe. You know, they aren't easy. Yeah, I hope not. Well, I'm sure Joe packed the hell out of it. And Jack probably gets it. He knows we might have to maybe have a little part broken off or something that maybe you have to glue back on. Okay. So owing for original work, you could use the CR&E code. It's a whole different thing with that art. Fine Art America. It's I don't know that he has control over like doing coupon codes and stuff on that. So anything that you might want that he would do custom, you can use the 10% code CR&E. But just hit him up. See, I'm getting way behind again. Syracuse, Rail Fanning Productions. Good morning. Good to see you in here. Oh, is that right? Many moons ago. Yeah. How many years ago was that? That was before the pandemic we met at that show. So it had to be like 2018, 2019. Yeah. Because then like the next year or two, they didn't even have it. It's nice. It's nice to have some artwork up with the second level, and I'm going to have a backdrop up. I'm kind of limited as to where I can hang stuff. But like for right now, I'll put stuff up, and then if I take it down, I have to take it down. But Ron, it says Anthony says he's planning on going to Timonium. Plumber's hyped about it. Oh, man, I wish I could go. This stupid anniversary. She's gonna kick my ass. That's okay. I can't be at everything, as much as I would like to. Okay, buddy. Work comes first. I get it. Hey, Chansco. Morning. John Benecki. Good morning to you, buddy. My buddy Dave, Carolina Foothills. He's being real secretive. I don't know if he's posted anything, but I got a little inside scoop on some of the work he's been doing in his new train shed. It's coming along nice. You guys will be very pleased when you start to see it. Sorry, Dave, I wasn't supposed to let the cat out of the bag, but he has been secretively working. It's the Oppenheimer project going on in his train shed, maybe. I don't know. It's very secretive. Heard that was a good movie. I heard it was long, but I heard it was good. Oh, that's nice. And Rick from River Raisin Railroad had let me know a couple weeks ago I wasn't able to go, but the Conrail unit was in the Collinwood Yards up here by me, and I couldn't make it, and then sucks. I would like to have seen that unit. That's a cool. What is that? Is that an SD70 they did that in? I would love to see somebody make that. That'd be kind of cool if they haven't already. Take her to dinner down there. She just doesn't want to have everything to do with trains. She's very supportive of it, and she humors me enough. She goes to things with me, but she kind of draws the line. You got to draw the line somewhere, She knows how I am. I would let everything be about these damn trains. But actually, it's more the enjoyment of meeting people and seeing people I already met, seeing new people as well. That's like next weekend. Anthony and I will be. I don't know about Wigwag. If he gets his passport, I guess he's going to head up there too to the pop-up event in Canada up at OVR Trains. So, it's all money. It's all cost, to drive and eat out and lodging and stuff. Well, we're going to stay with Mike, so that'll help a little bit there. So just to be able to do those kind of things, when that money can be going possibly to other things, her and I doing something, and she's supportive about it. So, I really can't complain. I joke about it and say, damn anniversary, but it's 28 years this year, man. She put up with my nonsense. Actually, 30 together. She put up with my nonsense quite a while. Oh, you did 2 shorts. I missed them. I'll have to go check those out. Oh, how about that? Look at that. So if you mention the Morning Brew, you get 20% off on a new commission. There you go. And you ought to check it out, guys. I'm telling you, it does good work. Good work. Fair price. For custom artwork, very fair prices. Guy who made the brass train left 4 wheels. Oh, but I lost. What the hell does that mean, Thomas? Left 4 wheels by I still love it. You must mean but I still love it? I'll figure it out. I don't know. Well, it's all that matters that you like it, right? Hey, Curly, what's up, my man? You're the one that bought it. You're the one that has to have it, and you're the one that has to like it. Jason asked a question about pricing. Chris, I don't know if you want to get into that or just have him email you or whatever. Sure, an email. I think it's kind of case by case, depending on what you're painting. how detailed it is and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, definitely hit them up. So yeah, I think I finally made it to the end there. Good. Good stuff. So not much has happened here. I did a couple of operation videos. I think a lot of you guys saw those and commented on those. I appreciate all the comments and advice and that. Trying to figure out a way. I had somebody comment, and at first it kind of bothered me just because I was like, "Damn it, how good you think you do something?" Somebody always got an opinion, but it makes sense. When I did the operations video over at the co-op, he had a good point. The grain elevators wouldn't be picking a car here, dropping a car there. They'd be doing strings of cars, which, sure, that makes sense. Unfortunately, with the way I do my car cards, I have to figure out a way to do like a unit train and have. The reason I did it the way I did it is because it's just more fun because I'm doing more operating. Does it make sense? I never said this was a prototypical railroad. But I want to try to figure something out there and how to be able to drop like a whole train, run a whole train through the shed, pick up, track one, drop off track two, that's the stuff I have to figure out. And a lot of this is me figuring it out. I feel like I've gotten better at it. I feel like I've figured it out more than I did before. Or how to operate my layout. How do we pay? Oh, you mean for Chris? PayPal, Square, Venmo. He does PayPal, I believe. He put PayPal. He prefers PayPal. Oh, you're talking about that locomotive. So, okay. Yeah, N scale, and it's non-motorized. Okay. There you go, Chris. Jason sent you an email, buddy. Let him know if you got it, at least. This way, the email I put up, make sure it was right. So, anyways, yeah, I kind of figure out a way to do that. The operations at the grain elevator. Probably the same type of thing would be the case at the cement plant too. Though I don't have the room there. I only have the two tracks. So I could probably do a loading track, and then the other track could either be for the loaded cars or the empties. I don't know. Again, I'm trying to figure it out. Trying to figure out what I would like to do there, how to do it to make more sense. Like I said, I always appreciate the input. Because sometimes you just don't think about something. I'm not a railroader. I like model trains. I like trains, but I don't know how all the operations work and all that stuff. Never cared to know. But at the same time, it kind of would help to know. I'm trying to learn some stuff. Top level. Oh, yeah. Let's see. What's the one thing on your layout you haven't started, but you want to? Jason said the top level. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely on the horizon. Probably once we start getting more into these winter months. Jason knows I want to see if I can free up some time with him to sit down and do some adjusting. I think there's some things I might want to change, like even possibly doing a complete double main up there. I have to sacrifice some things probably to do it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens there. As far as like on the first level, I do want to get that backdrop in. Something I really like to get in, so I can finish doing these scenes over on the side here where the cement plant is and the junkyard and scrapyard and that stuff is. All right, Syracuse, gotta go to the store. Bye, everyone. You too, man. Thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate it. Damn it. There we go. So, yeah, there's that. I want to rework the end of the peninsula, opposite side of where I'm at now, where the concrete plant is. Let me... Oh, I made to do that. Sorry, guys. Crazy mouse over here wants to go where it wants to go. All right, well, there's the co-op there. But let me turn that camera. And I'm trying to think of a way to redo this area here. Sorry, you're going to get busy. A little more line here. Bear with me, guys. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, it doesn't look like anything. Stupid cameras. Damn cheap cameras, I'll tell you what. It drives me crazy. It was literally just working until I moved it. Technical difficulties. All right. Jesus. You'd think it wouldn't be so difficult. So that area right there. All right, let me get back to the chair here so you can hear me. Let me see here. Nancy says, I don't much care for operations. I just watch trains run. I'm not about the other stuff anyway. Too complicated for me. Not enjoyable. Well, that's the beautiful thing, Nancy, because you don't have to do that kind of stuff. You do what, like we always said, you're a railroad. You do things your way, so on and so forth. Look at that. You can see me. It's weird. You just see me in the corner of that thing. Hi. Oh, man. What a knucklehead. And that's how I was. I'd love sitting down here, tinkering at the workbench, working on stuff, and just watching these trains run around. It is so enjoyable. I do enjoy doing that. But I built this layout with the intent that I wanted to interact with the layout. Hence the reason I only went with a single main on this lane, on this level. I have a huge passing line, and then a long yard lead going in to my yard over here, my Crooked River and Eastern yard. And here's the thing. If you look at the photo, the first one to the left, inside the radius there. So you got the very first one on the left is like arrival departure kind of track. The second, third, and fourth one over from the left in, straight tracks. Those are all like yard tracks. Then you have two tracks for the sand plant and a track against the wall there. Problem is it is so hard to reach in there because that side of the peninsula is actually wider than this side, the way I built it, because I planned on that being a bigger industry there. So I'm thinking of doing something completely different. Nancy, look past your operations and drive the train and stop at the passenger stations. No pickups or drop-offs of cars. That's a good point. Same here. Same here, plumber. I like it all. I'm trying to get. I do okay running trains. They stay on the tracks. Most of the time, I don't have any big issues with any of it. Problem is I'm trying to get better at operations. Hey, Dirk. Well, Steam and Steel, how you doing? Morning, Ray Ron. Thanks, buddy. So those backdrop buildings you see there were just buildings I had picked up, and those are not permanent signs. It was just for me switching, so I knew what buildings were what. And just with a label maker, they're not going to be what's on there permanently. Look at those beautiful engines. Beautimous. This long grain train. About 20 cars. Anyways, oh, he's talking about the pink hopper. Yeah, I think it's what's the name of that company? Halliburton, something like that. That one is one I picked up. That's a main line. Well, there's main line. I think that CSX one is there too. A lot of my cars are main lines, like these little hopper cars, these small ones. So I'm thinking of doing like a General Mills facility, like just a big cereal type plant, you know. I could take grain hoppers, box cars, tank cars, you know, for syrup and that. These background buildings, that track right there, just a single track. You know, I gotta move cars around a lot when I switch that track. So if I gotta get this Indian Head River down at the back, at the end, I gotta move all these out of the way. How prototypical that is, I really don't know. It's just what it is, you know. But it's hard to reach. And the edge of this layout to reach in there, like it's only 15 inches tall, so I have to really duck in there and get my head in. I don't use magnets to uncouple. So it's just kind of a pain in the neck. So I'm trying to bring like this tracks I need to switch a little more out. I could come at the end here where you see the curved track at the bottom, those are the main line and the yard lead. I could reach from the end of the peninsula a little bit. Not too bad, but it's really hard to get in there. I didn't really think that through when I built it. I'm not going to rebuild it now. You know, I just have to plan differently with buildings. Maybe put buildings back there that aren't going to be switched. Just scenery. I don't know what. Okay, plumber. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, Dave. It's funny how you can just see me there. Kind of hide. It kind of threw me off when I first saw that, actually. So I kind of want to work on that area and see what I can come up with. I was kind of chatting with Jason a little bit about it, getting his thoughts. Because you guys know he does track plans and stuff. So anybody who wants to do anything like that, plus he has his little hobby store he's trying to get started. I think right now it's mostly online, but Jason, feel free to throw any of that information up if you want to. Yeah, and that's what that pink car is there, Halliburton. Yeah, yeah, I hear you, Nancy. I've been getting into it more and more. Depends what I'm doing. Like I said, if I'm just down here and like I was working on those passenger cars, lighting those up. So I was working here at the bench, but I had the trains running because I just like to hear them going around. You know, it's just nice to have that option, you know. But then there's times I want to interact with it. And that's why I was saying I built it so that I can interact with it. Because my last layout, I never felt like I could really do much. The way I had done built it and everything. I never felt like it was something I could really interact with. I don't know how else to word that. So interact with, meaning doing operations, and instead of just letting them run around. That's what I'm trying to learn is how do trains actually move through things, and like how would they be built, sorted, built to go make deliveries, local trains, things like that. So you think I would have learned that by now? Yeah, there you go. Trainfreakhobbies.com. Check him out. I know he does a lot of decoder type sales and stuff with signaling, and Jason's going to treat you right. He will. So, here, try that one instead. Get the HTTPS in there. Yeah, but he's going to treat you good. Yeah, dude, I would love to get down to see you. It's definitely on one of my wish lists to get over and see your layout and just hang out with you, meet you in person. And that's what I love about this. And that's what I say more like talking about these shows and going to Timonium and all that other stuff before. It's just meeting people. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'll pick up a few things here and there, I'll go up to OVR. I'm gonna buy something, maybe not anything big, but anyways, back to this area. I have the Centennial Mills building, and I'm thinking about adding that in with some of those Pike stuff or Rick's kits, to make a facility out of that. But it's just a vision on how to put it together, make it look right. For me, it's not just the trains. It is the everything around it, cars, trucks, trains. I don't want to just. And so far, it's kind of starting to get like that. And that's what my old layout had, just tracks after tracks after tracks. Which it's like, yeah, okay, more tracks are better, but for me, it's not always that way. I want to have. Hi, good morning, Artie. I want to have. Sorry if I didn't say hi earlier. If you were in here. I want to have roads. I have a lot of cool trucks. You've seen some of them. I have a ton more. I have a lot of cars and vans and pickup trucks, and I want to have a city main street. I want to have like a neighborhood, so all that stuff. I want it all, man. I'm not greedy. I just want it all. But to me, it's the whole mix, and learned a lot of that, like kind of learning how to go about that through Derail Daryl. I'm being honest. If he ever does a video again, wink, wink, nod, nod. Yeah, I'm calling you out, buddy. It's just amazing the way he has not just beautiful scenery, beautiful equipment, the way he runs his roads and just the vehicles he has. It works. Everything works together. Train Freak, I have saved your site to my favorites. May need your services for my next layout. Okay, cool. And he says that contact info's there when you get ready. Yeah. Yeah, heck yeah, man. Again, he's going to take care of you. Yeah, man, I could definitely use the help. So I'm thinking, maybe I could cut this down to just 2 yard tracks, shorten these up a little bit, maybe where that one is on the left. Jason and I were talking about that. So I could still have, a decent yard track where I could fit, 7, 8 cars or so on each line. Take this third one to the right or fourth one to the right and make that a part of whatever plant I'm going to do in here. It's a decent size area. I want to have the CR&E yard. The whole thinking is this level is going to be switched and delivered by the locals for the CR&E. The upper level is going to be CSX, CN, all the other areas, mainly CSX. I'm going to have a really big CSX yard up there and a really large intermodal yard. Plus, there's going to be a staging yard up there if everything goes as planned. Well, like I said, and then Jason and I need to do some reworking of things. We need Jason says we need a full layout tour, even if you have to go in at midnight on a weekend where it's not blazing hot. Unfortunately, I think that's the problem. It's been blazing hot even at midnight on a weekend. It's not cooling down. It cools down to the mid 90s, where in the daytime it's in the low hundreds. Yeah, so it's not like it's really cooling down that much. But yeah, we would all love to see a new update video from you. Maybe some, even if you have, do you have pictures of your layout on your phone? You could even do just a slideshow kind of video, just to show off your different areas. And I think, guys, just anything, man. I know you did talking about Derail Daryl. I know you did a pretty cool. It was an auto rack train. You did a rail fanning video about a week or so ago, and that was really cool. I think guys like to see that too, but I know they really want to see your layout. Sorry, my boss just texted me. Okay. Sorry about that. I have with all these days off I have coming up, I need to work some different days. That's what I was saying. And whose chat was it the other night? Somebody's chat. Doesn't matter. So, like next Thursday, guys, I'm not going to be able to do a show. I'm going to be heading from here, Kevin Gooseland over in Justin Gooseland River. Him and I are going to hook up. We're going to run out towards Wilmer's house. At the same time, Anthony from Georgia Sunbelt's heading up from Maryland, and he takes the route that I think he's taking. He'll be going right by the exit for Wilmer's house. So I'll be heading out. He's heading in. So we're going to hang out with Wilmer for the day, for at least a few hours or so. And then we'll head back to my house. He's going to stay over here with me. So maybe I can get a live up or something while we're hanging out with Wilmer and that. I don't know if that'll happen, but I won't be able to do the morning show next week. Dave, that's funny. Yeah, I like fall. I like fall a lot. My wife brought me she went to Starbucks. I'm not a big Starbucks fan, but she brought me a cold brew, pumpkin spice cold brew, whatever the hell that is. And it was a little sweet, but it tasted good. It was a nice taste. I just ordered some pumpkin spice flavored coffee from Blackout Coffee. I'm going to give Blackout a try. I think she might have ordered that blueberry crumble that they have too. Generally, I'm just a regular coffee guy, but I do enjoy some different flavors. Like today, I do have the pecan. Let me get back to my ugly mug here. So anyways, that's kind of the next area I want to tackle. I did pick up the, let me grab it, the Walther's, the new candy factory. I got that. Go Via Go Home does a build. He's gonna, at some point here, he's going to start a new build. It's, let me get back here. So I'm going to attempt to join in on that, but here it kind of comes down to this as well. So this is the new one. I got this from Lombard with shipping and everything. It was $90, $89. Can't beat that. Lombard has some good prices. Yankee Dabbler didn't have it at the time. My code does work, guys. I don't know why I'm having troubles with it. I checked in with Bob Small. He tried it. He ran it. It's not canceled. It still works. But it's like I had to log out completely and open a brand new tab, and then I had to, oh man, Jason, that's awesome, man. Replace the non-soundtracks. Well, you love if I replaced them all. I'm not replacing the scale trains ones, I'll tell you that. Hey, do you know, Jason, for the BLI locomotives, Broadway Limited, would the tsunamis work in them, or is Broadway Limited got some special nonsense going on that they wouldn't work? But thanks for that. You didn't have to do that, man. I do appreciate it, though. As always, I mean, it's always appreciated. It's not necessary. I'm not going to really make a deal out of it. They allowed me to add memberships up there. If you want to look at that, I mean, that's what it is. I don't know. I don't care. I would maybe do some live streams and that. It would be just to members, but put that back up there. I don't know. I barely have time to do what I'm doing, so I was very leery about it. But a couple guys talked me into it. Said, "Why the hell not?" And who knows? Already, I wish I could. Some sides here are still messing things up for me. Okay, whatever that's about, I don't know. Jason, the turnaround page or the installation page, what's the turnaround time? On decoders, you mean? Okay. I bought decoders from Jason. He's definitely, or through Jason, Tsunamis. Like I said, he's going to take care of you. That's all I got to say. He's going to take care of you. Especially all of us guys. We're all friends here. He's definitely going to, do you right. Not that he wouldn't do everybody right, but I'm sure he'll do you right. Make you offers you can't refuse. Old Camp Ranch. Good morning. How is it going? I miss anybody else in here? I don't see my buddy Rick in here this morning. What the hell? I'm going to give him some help. That's an idea too, Anthony. He's in Michigan, just over the Toledo line. Yeah, I seen that. That's what their stealth line or something. I think they have maybe a speaker in them, and that's it. Yeah, when I was, when was it? It's when I came by myself, right, Anthony? So that was back in like last September, I think it was. This time last year when I went to Anthony's, and we shot up there to Yankee Dabbler. Nice store. I thought it was a bigger store than it is. It's not as big as I thought, but they have a lot of stuff packed in there. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Yeah, as you know, I mean, they're a sponsor. I like Yankee Dabbler. I buy a lot of stuff from them too. But I do still, like everybody, I shop around for prices. So even with my code, I got a better price on that Candy Factory from Lombard's. So CSX Bob. Good morning, CSX, BNS CSX Bob. I don't think I said good morning to you yet, but good morning. Hey, is the wizard here? Hey, good morning, John 77, wizard man. Yeah, that's my own name I made up for him. Hey, Papa John Trans. But anyways, Anthony, what we could do if you want, I don't know, because we're heading back from Canada. When are we heading back? Sunday? We're staying there Friday night and Saturday nights. We'll be coming back sometime Sunday. So we'll be going not too far from like Deschler, Bellevue. If anybody's around and wants to maybe meet up over there on our way back, I don't know what time it would be. Speaker, 21-pin board, and the pins for their keep alive. Okay. Well, I'm actually trying to sell the two I have, but, I'm going to be honest with you guys. The AC6000, in 2020, I had sent it back to the factory. And they put a brand new board in it, had it back here, ran it. I put the Go Pack and everything in it, no issues. Packed it up and haven't run it in a while. I had a guy interested in buying it, wanted to see a video of it running. I'm glad he did, because I would have never forgiven myself. It started just shorting out. Just kept tripping my system. No idea what's going on with it. So that is no longer for sale because I have to get that fixed. And if I'm going to get it fixed, I might as well keep it. To send it back to Broadway Limited, they will parts and labor is $100, like a one time fee, whatever. I don't know that they charge anything extra, but it was $79 when I did it in 2020. But obviously, 3 years later. But for me to have to send it back again, I don't know what's going on with it. Trying to reset it and everything else, and thought maybe something was up there, but I don't know what the hell's going on with it. That's what I said, Jason. If I'm going to send it back there, spend $100, I might as well just buy a new decoder for the damn thing, pull the smoke unit out of it, and call it done. I don't know. I have other things that are more important to do. That's the problem. I keep allowing myself to get into these other projects, and then it pushes me back on everything else. Let's see. They are failing to store the settings I've been making to them. Huh. Don't throw them out. Send them my way. I have a programmer and everything. Between Tsunami 2 and ESU, those are going to be the two that I use. Anything I install, I think, I don't know. I like the Tsunamis. They're easy to do. You get a lot of functions out of them. But like all these scale trains are ESU. So I'm not going to ditch ESU because, okay. We'll have to think it through and see if anybody's interested in that. And yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. And that's a good point. Already don't throw them out. Sell them. Set them back to factory settings and sell them. You know what I mean? Keep whatever locomotives on it. If you have the programmer, you could probably, if somebody wants to buy it, you could probably offer to program it to whatever locomotive, if you have the little chip programmer too. I don't have the extra pro. I have the programmer, but I don't have the chip thing. I have to actually have it in a locomotive to program it. It's another $50 or something to buy that thing, which I might eventually. I have enough ESU, locomotives. What do I have? I have too many. 20, 25 scale trains locomotives. Hey, that just sounds greedy. I can't remember now. I just counted them the other day, but I'm brain dead. So I felt horrible about that, and I'm just glad he had me tested. I had tested it before I put them up for sale. It was running, so I don't know what the hell happened. Unless it just was acting funny that day, I'll have to try it again. I went through the startup sequence. Lights all worked. It wouldn't move. Put it on the track, program track to see if I can figure out what was going on. Then it kept shorting. Put it back on the layout. It kept tripping my breakers. So I have no idea what happened. Opened it up to try to see if some wires were not crossed, but came loose or were touching something, and nothing looked wrong. So I don't know. Anyhow, always something, man. What are crappy decoders? ESU are crappy decoders? Yeah, the Bluetooth is pretty cool. I think for me, like we were talking the other day, it would make more sense to get the Wi-Fi connector, whatever you have to do. There's something you attach to your NCE system to allow you to do that. Or I think you could go through JMRI if you have your layout set up that way, and use like your phone, Wi-Fi stuff. Well, maybe I'll start buying a few. I have to buy some. How much more are they more expensive? The regular decoders are right around 100, 10, somewhere in that range, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. The only thing that won't let you do right now is consisting for Georgia soundtracks, but they are working on it. I talked to them yesterday when I made an order. The cool thing about the TCS is if you buy the drop-in systems, those are pretty cool. Everything's already done for you. You just got to, hook the wires up and that, very little soldering involved. If you buy the whole kit, it comes with the speaker, the keep alive, the board, all that stuff. But I don't have any TCS, so I can't speak to them. I need decoders from them, so I can't really say whether I like them or I don't. I like ESU. You definitely, if you have enough of them, you're going to want the programmer. I think as far as things go for me, of course, there's Jason's just a resource that Jason provides is invaluable, man. So like when I do these tsunamis, I've been writing down like on those GP35s for the CR&E. I wrote down with Jason. He helped me program the first one, and I had some issues with the second one. He helped me out with that one too. That's just who he is. But I wrote everything down. CB this is that. CB this is that. So I know what was what because I knew I wanted to duplicate it for the most part into the other one. Issue is I put a beacon on the second one. I might do it on the first one too, but I have to go back and do that. Then I was having some issues with why wasn't it working right, lighting wise. So then he was able to help me figure out what I did wrong, which was cool. Hey, Kyle. Good morning, buddy. I'm like way behind in this chat, guys. Yeah, I don't know enough about it. You have to get a hold of ESU or somebody who knows more. There is a Facebook group for ESU. If you're on that, I know there is for sure that. First Mystic said, I got your sticker, Ray Ron. That's cool. Cool, man. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. Meet and greet at Fostoria train show September 23rd. Then go to Iron Triangle after. I'll be in. I'll be up at. I guess it's Altoona, Horseshoe Curve that weekend. That's what I mean about my wife. She planned this trip out. Her and Brenda, Rail Lady 2020, got to be friends when we went up to Amherst. So Jason, train man, Jason, and Brenda, me and my wife are going up there, staying at the Tunnel Inn at Friday, Saturday night. So that's what I'm saying. I can't get too upset over, not being able to go to Timonium October because of the anniversary. I mean, she definitely is, 95 ESU decoders and I've not had any problems. See, I think the one batch of scale trains, locomotives, I think the one batch of ES 44s, or maybe it was the ST 40-3s or -2s, -3s for me because it's CSX. I think they had some issues. I mean, they'll fix them. Just got to let them know you're having issues. Scale trains will. But I don't know. For the most part, I don't have any complaints with the issue. It's a little more difficult because you need to do any major programming. You should have the ESU programmer. But whereas like Tsunami, you don't need to use JRMRI or anything like that. You can just program it on your program track, program things on the main. Pretty much simple as that. 95%. Okay. I'm probably about half and half. I'm trying to think. Most of my locomotives are scale trains or Athens. I do have some Atlas. 1, 2, 3, 4 Atlas up there. I have one main line. Well, there's main line I picked up just for the hell of it a while back. Couldn't beat the price on it. DCC ready, and Jason set me up with the decoder and keep alive and all that stuff that I needed. So worked out nice. What brand decoder you go with? It's a good idea to use the same brand in all your stuff. Much easier to get your stuff. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Because it's easy. Like my scale trains, I pretty much don't have to mess with. They pretty much all run together. I didn't have to do much, if any, programming to get them to run in consists. Athearn, a little more work. But like the Athearns are all Tsunami or Tsunami 2s. But they have a couple of Tsunamis here that are like Tsunami 1s, I guess. I'll call them Tsunami 1s. That would like to convert over to Tsunami 2s. All right, Chris, good luck with that. Have a good day, buddy. Guys, again, make sure you hit him up if you're interested in any kind of artwork. And hang out with Pappy, and I got a new nickname for him. Railroad Gandalf, huh? That's where the guy's a train magnet. Yeah, anytime I've been with him, my bad luck of trains coming and showing up is at least partly eliminated when I'm with Pappy. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to bash a company or anything, but not a fan. The one I'm having an issue with is a Paragon 2. The other one I have is a Paragon 3. That one's still for sale if anyone's interested. It's the ES44. It's in the YN3 paint, the dark blue CSX. It has smoke. It has a Go Pack Keep Alive in it. I don't know. Make me an offer. I mean, nobody's hitting on it. I think BLI is just kind of more of a specialty kind of company. You either love them or hate them kind of deal. I think that's kind of what MTH, HO kind of was too. You either loved them or hated them. But that one's running fine. I haven't had any issues with that one. Because after this happened, I took that one out of the box and started running it around again just to make sure that it wasn't the layout doing something. Nothing else was having issues. So it's true, very true, Jason. I'm finding that out with my automation program. Okay. Joe said, I'm going to start replacing my Digitrax decoders with Soundtrax units. They should just plug into the harness. So easy peasy. Yeah, I would think so. But yeah, mostly like 9-pin or 8-pin harnesses. Some people think Soundtrax is crap because they have either a Tsunami 1 and not the Tsunami 2 or the Econami. Tsunami 1 is crap, and when they no longer are being produced, Econami is very basic. Yeah, that's like their value, if you will, decoder, I believe, right? I'm trying to be nice, Kyle. My luck they'll be listening. Joe will be on there listening. I doubt it, but that'd be my luck. And he tries to get me from bashing his company. Beautiful locomotives, built well, heavy as hell. They'll pull a lot of cars. Just a decoder, man. I've had no luck. No luck with it. Now, if it was in warranty still, they'd cover it probably, but it's warranties. It's out of warranty. Even that replacement board's out of warranty now. So that's why they say if it's out of warranty now, it's $99. That's parts and labor. I don't know if it includes shipping or not. I didn't get that far. Can't remember from last time. The bitch of it is, I had this happen once before. Now I'm sending it back again. That's not cool, man. Not cool. With non-sound, yeah. You really don't need sound in everything. You really don't. Like I had all three of these running. I had the sound on. It was like way too loud. Hey, good morning, Wesley. Well, you're popping in just about the time I'm getting out. I don't have the James Tedesco short line Thursday stamp. Oh, you already did short line Thursday. That's right. You're off today, right, Jim? 33 class steam engines, only the TCS decoder spit in those engines without doing heavy modification. Yeah, and that's true too. I mean, sometimes you have to go with a decoder that's going to fit. Like this little switcher, I put it over there. The other switcher I want to put the sound tsunami in. I may have to go with an N scale decoder. I was talking to Jason about that, and he says because it's a little switcher, it shouldn't be a problem to be able to do that. Yeah, and that's the thing. I would lose the smoke unit in that AC 6000, and that's kind of why I didn't want to do it. But do I go through the headache of sending it in and getting it repaired, and then still selling it after putting another $100 into something that I can't even sell for $180? You know what I mean? Added it to 200, dropped it to 180, probably even go lower than that. You know, I'm not getting any interest in it. So it's either keep it, fix it and keep it, let it be a shelf queen. I don't know what to do with it. It's nice when it runs, man. It's a nice looking, nice sounding. But I was just trying to, the only reason I won't get rid of like my Atlas stuff is because they're like my only 4-axle type stuff that I have. So, and I haven't really seen them offered in anything else. I got a couple of C&O GP38s and a couple of U-boats. They're both C&Os. One's in the C&O blue and yellow, and the other's in the chassis with the C&O on it. U30s. I'd like to stick with all scale trains or Ather and Genesis, to be honest with you. I've had the best luck with those. But like I said, I won't get rid of the Atlas stuff. I like it, runs good. It's all non-sound, so it's either upgrade that. I don't know what Atlas uses in their for decoders. I'm not sure what's even in there. It's probably their own decoders. I don't know what they put in there. Yeah, I get that. If I run it for any length of time down here, it's like the whole basement's smoky, and I kind of get eyes start to get buggy. But it's kind of cool, man, because like I don't run steam locomotives really. I don't run steam locomotives at all. But it was just kind of neat. And it was a neat feature that they offered that nobody else was offering in HO scale that I'm aware of. And I remember seeing it. First time I saw it, Papa John, it was out at the Fostoria train show, probably 2018, 2019, something like that. And I thought it was the coolest shit, man. You know, we just got to keep calm and play with trains. I'm gonna put that on one of my morning cups. I think I did put it on there. I don't know if I like it though. If you're interested, you can. I usually put up the link on my YouTube. When this posts to YouTube, you'll be able to hit the store if you want anything like that. Again, just saying. Documentation online about how to keep the smoke unit, but I don't want to risk damaging a 6. Yeah, no shit, man. Now, I know a lot of guys have their issues with Bachmann. I do have some Bachmann too. Now, like, I do like my 2 Cato units. Jason, sorry. He always corrects me. The GP35s are Cato. Good units. Good. Love them. Run good. Heavy enough. Look good. Detailed enough for me for what it is. And for what I spent on them, I didn't spend that much money on their straight DC units. And again, Jason set me up with decoders for them, and you know, definitely, he will treat you right if you need decoders or other stuff too. You know. But how was I going with it? Oh, my 2 F7s I have up there at Bachmann. Again, through Jason, I got a couple of boards for those and put Tsunami 2 with sound in them. I think they sound great. Detail-wise, they're not as detailed as a Gathern and that, obviously, but they run good and they sound good now. I had just they were DCC ready. I had just thrown in like a couple cheap Digitracks in there, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that, man. You just want them to move. That's all you need is a what is it? The DH 126s or whatever is like their basic $20 decoder or whatever. I don't know what it is these days. It used to be about $15 for it. I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't researched that either. That's why BLI started. You think that's why they started? Yeah. Yeah, they have. Yeah, Bachman's come a long way. Now these I bought. First got back in the hobby again 2016, 17, end of 16. So I think Christmas of 16, I got that unit, the first Bachman unit. I didn't have any. I had some stuff, some buildings in that, but I didn't have any DCC stuff. So I got the first year I got the power cab system from NCE and the Bachman. I think I bought it for like 40. My wife got it for Christmas. I think I showed her it, and she picked it up. I think it was like $45 or something. DCC. 50, somewhere like that. 45, 55, somewhere in that range. So those were shit, man. I had one of those. It was a QSI decoder. It was terrible. You had to wave that stupid wand over top of it to get anything to change, to reset anything, to change it to any kind of CVs. It was a pain in the ass. Plain English. Nothing but a pain in the ass. And nothing but issues with that thing. I bought it used. I'll admit that it was used. But somebody tried to turn me on to BLI, and I ended up with 3 of them at one time. I did sell one a long time ago, that QSI one. The guy didn't care. He was tearing it all out. He just wanted it because it was an AC 6000. And I don't know, maybe they were just hard to get at the time. But he was tearing it all out and going. And it had smoke in it, too. I think it had smoke. No, that one didn't have smoke. Did it have smoke? I don't remember now. I don't think that one did. It was terrible. The QSI was terrible. At least in that BLI it was. And I think I had an Atlas U-boat that had sound with QSI in it. And I think Robert Robert Sacco down there in Florida, he bought that off of me, but he was tearing it out and putting an ESU or something like that in it. He didn't care about the soundboard. I gave him a good price on it, and he said, I'll take it. And he tore the board out of it anyways. But, he had the speaker and everything was in there. I said, well, why don't you buy the one that don't have sound? I'll give it to you for even a cheaper price. I ended up giving it to him what I would have sold him the non-sound one for. You talking about Bachman? I think the Walters mainline uses the Econami. Okay, John. You're probably already gone, but good to have you in here as always. I'm going to hit the road here too, guys. It's after 10, and so listen. Maybe look out for maybe a pop-up live or something while I'm out with Wilmer and Anthony next week and Justin. But it's just time-wise, I'm not going to have the time to do the show and to make it out there, and it's just going to be not going to be able to do it. Maybe who's on Thursday nights? You got Jim, who goes on for hours and hours at 6 p.m. Catch him tonight. I'm just teasing you, Jim. You do a good show, man. You get on your rants and they go on for hours. It's okay. I think I've heard stuff about that Paragon 4 too. Like guys have not been all that happy with it. Yeah, reed switch. That's the magnet thing you're talking about, right, Jim? And Trey, if you're talking about Bachman, I don't know what Bachman has in and out. Like that's what I was starting to say. The main line, Walder's main line, I think, does the economies. George got to get on the ball, man. The only one that has it is Athearn with Tsunami, right? And they do their own version of it. Like, well, not their own version, but they do their own programming in theirs. And all right, I'm thinking of the ESU. ESU has like a, what's theirs? They have like an economy version of the ESU too. Econami is the economy version of Tsunami. There you go. There you go. Sorry, I was getting myself confused. Okay, that makes sense. All right, Artie, you take care, man. Good to see you in here. It doesn't sound right right now. Mainline uses, yeah, I thought so. Older stuff is Tsunami one. Okay. Yeah, Joe, put a video up, man. I always love catching Joe's videos, man. I just love his layout. The scenery is beautiful. It's just, you ever get the chance to meet up with Joe and see that layout in person, man, you will not be disappointed. Not be disappointed. Makes a mean cup of coffee too. So absolutely, if you can ever, you can do that, man. You're ever in that Baltimore area and you can hook up with him, man. And he's got the time. He loves to show it off. It's definitely show worthy. Dream Man 1. See you later. Super Party Artie. Artie. Super Party Farty Artie. Artie Farty. Love you, brother. Have a good sleep. All right, man. Yeah, I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true, Joe. If I didn't mean it, I wouldn't say it. Believe me. Yeah, I'm going to cut out of here. I should go cut the grass and do some shit, too. Maybe get something done here. Whoa, on this layout. Probably not, though. Probably not. I want to figure this area out that I was showing you earlier because if I'm going to do the build for that chocolate factory, I got to know if I'm modifying it at all or if I'm building it as is. Let me get more into that. Like when I did the concrete plant, it is mostly built as is, but I did do some slight modifications to make it fit the area better. Instead of trying to make the area fit it, I made it fit the area I wanted it to. So I did do some modifications on it, which is what I may have to do over there. So anyways, well, maybe we'll see you on Jim's show tonight at 6. Jim Tedesco for Third Rail Thursday. Not Third Rail Thursday. That's after him. Third Rail Thursday is the Canadians. Shortline Thursday is Joe. Canadians come on at 8. I don't know who it is tonight, but I'm sure it won't be that hard to find. Yeah. Put up some actual video. Put an update video up, man. Just overall what you've been doing. All right, guys, with that being said, I am going to cut out of here. Thanks again. Thanks for understanding about it. This month's going to be a little funny as far as potentially be funny with the shows. I know next Thursday will be a no-go for 9 a.m. Following Thursday, probably I'll be on. I have to move some like work days around to get these days off I need. So that's kind of what's happening here. Well, next Thursday is not, but, you know. Well, thanks, man. You got in just as I was saying goodbye. I appreciate that. I'm trying to get better with the ops videos and figuring things out, but I do appreciate comments and the advice on things. And so, all right, you guys, we will catch you later. Bye for now. I've been enjoying your videos too, by the way, New Haven Rouse. Oh, you got a great layout there. Really coming together nice. All right. Seriously, I'm going this time. All right. Bye for now. Catch you later. Sayonara.